What's up, everyone? Good morning. Good morning. Welcome in. Get everything set up here and rolling. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope you had a great weekend. We just filled the gap on QQQ, I believe, and SPY. So let's try to scalp a short right now. Let's come in hot to the stream trash short. Coming in hot today. I'm going very light. I'm going to start my week off with a heavy trade counter trend. But we're at the levels that I'm interested in. There's your gap fill. How's everyone doing this morning, though? Welcome in. Just trying to get like that right there. I don't know, a little risky here on a Monday open. But gap filled on both. I'm just looking for a pullback. There's the gap fill updated on Edgeful here. QQQ. There's where I'm at here. We filled the gaps on QQQ and SPY. See if we can just pull back. What's up, options grower? Welcome in. I'm not even taking this 383 trim. I think this thing could hit 440s unless ES rejection right here. Look how much stronger Q's is. And the video's ripping. Yeah. Oh. I just get stoppied. We are rippy so far. What an open here. I'm about to try it again. All right. Took another starter here. This is a powerful move off the open, though. We are into NFP. What's up, Gambling Bear? Welcome in. Welcome in. Trying this second short here. Don't hold 430s. I need to come back down to like really down here to even trim. This is a good reaction that I want to see. Drag us down. We'll see how it. What are you guys looking at this morning? I mean, this open is extremely strong. We'll go over everything in a second. A couple of retreats here off the open. See if this one makes up for the first one. And that, like, where did this candle open? Let's go to 406 and get a trim. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and move my stop down. Come on, pull it back down. Pull it back down a little bit further. Don't hold 420. Crazy, yes. First terms of, oh my gosh, it was right there. I'm gonna go ahead and take it here. All right, filled my first trim there for 6. So, all right, we got it back. Back to break even. Putting my stop down into profit as well, 42. Stops are up here, 442. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and trim out a little bit more here, just to be safe. These lower 400s. All right, I'm out 2/3 here. Yeah, I don't like how this is acting. I'll go ahead and take my, you know, I'm good. I'll just let this play out. I like where I'm short from. I'll just let it play out. All right, let's take a look around and see. Okay, we got the gap fills, so we got that part out of the way. This thing's super strong. We got the final S&P data here. $52. All right, the next data is coming out at 10. What's up, Bob? So you sneak in here. 52. I really don't care about this, especially the final. All right. Now we're making some money. We're back green on the day. Need it a little bit lower. Let's trail this stock down. We can get down to like down here somewhere. 383, 373. Take one off there. This is what I wanted to see. This is the reaction. So we rejected what we needed to. Let me show you guys. SPX right there, 05, kind of that area rejected. QQQ rejected NFPs up here perfectly. Look at that to the wick. And we filled those gaps. We pushed a little bit higher than I wanted to. We filled those gaps. Don't like that we took previous day high as far as the short side. Okay, here we go. We're up 70 points. Let's see, I got a little trim here. All right, I got my two trims there, and my stock's all the way down here, just over 400 now. So I don't like that we took the previous day high. Up there, we'll go over earnings here in a minute. I just got one little runner left, just in case this wants to continue. Previous day's range right here. So we didn't take it on SPY, so that isn't important. And IWM's getting smoked right now. We're gonna have to switch some music. All right. Kind of want to wait for data for anything, but here's what I was looking at. Previous day's range, we have a 80% chance of closing green today now on QQQ. However, IWM looks like garbage. My son's getting ready for school here. Yeah, it's that box I drew last week on stream that we're above. However, SPY is below what I want it to be below, which is this area up here. But I can't ignore we're barely green on QQQ. So, I mean, this data point alone tells me that QQQ should close in this area. So here is where we should close. Plus, we have opening candles bullish so far. The low is going to be formed first on IB. There we go. What a trade. All right. What's up, Evely? EV? All right, I think I'm going to go ahead and just take profit here at 350s. Yeah, I'm out. I'm taking it here at 360. That's almost a 90-point trade. If this thing just crushes, then this thing just crushes. I'm out. I got what I want. Let me look at this on a... Where is this drawn from? This part right here. Let me take that off. All right, I actually want to draw this strip here and see what it looks like. Yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful rejection. Look at ES. Beautiful. What are you holding? Wow. Well, I left some on the table here for sure. I am I'm long puts, so I'm swing long puts, which means I'm short, right? Long puts, I'm short. If we go back under, I mean, this 300 could hold. What a crush. I had the right idea. Well, this is a rubski and a half here. Maybe I should have held longer. What else is going on in the market? I mean, gold and oil have been ripping. I mean, gosh, look at gold here on the daily. Gold is absolutely flying. Boy, we're not far from all-time high. Look at that, 3,400. Oil ripping. Both of those pulling back a little bit here, but they've both been ripping. They're both up big time. VIX up 4% this morning. Why do I have extended hours on over here? What is going on? Let's get that out of the way. Make this a little bit better. All out. There you go. Beautiful short. We had the same idea. Bounce off of VWAP. We pop up here, get a green candle or so into the 30-minute orb. I don't know. I want this to come break. ES did. I mean, look at ES over here. Gross. I think we're just gonna rug here. My bigger picture is down. My bigger picture, I mean, we got up there. My bigger picture is coming down. We're right on the daily 9 of Spire here. I think we're coming down here by the next week or two. I have some buy shorts for Friday, 580s. I have these right here for Friday that I took on. I'm sorry. Yeah, I have 580s for this Friday that I took this past Friday. I also have, what do I have, like 563s. I have like down here for like a month out. So I'm looking for SPY to make this move down here and fill this gap at least down into the 560s. Yeah, I'm with you. So I traded last night. All right, I'm looking at a bunch of things at once here. We do have that data coming out right now. ISM data's out. Came in a little bit lower, 48.5 versus 49.5 expected. That's below. It's also below previous. Construction spending is below expectations as well. New orders basically in line to below. Prices also below. All of that on ISM. It's not the best data. Actually, that's kind of rough data. Boy, if I would have held that short. Oh my gosh, here we go. Well, I left a lot of money on the table here. Where are we at now? So the good news is I don't like this previous day high sweep, but at least we didn't do it on SPY. So we have the 2 data points here. We have previous day high on QQQ was taken. Let me turn some of this back off because it's going to get busy on my chart. But we have previous day high on SPY not taken. If we take the low here, that's going to be choppy. There's 585. This is a key spot here. Well, I left it. I fumbled the bag a little bit this morning. I mean, I made money. I can't be upset. But boy, I fumbled the bag. I had the right idea though. I was short here. Boom. Almost want this thing to go sideways. Now the good news is now on our IB stuff, our IB high is now formed first and our low is formed second. So that is a bearish. Our opening candle is basically break even right now. The 30-minute one was green technically, but if our 60-minute one, first 60 minutes of the market's red, that data point isn't going to be, where's opening candle continuation? I mean, that could be choppy. If we have multiple things on both sides, that could be choppy, but I want to see, this is first 60 minutes. If this first 60 minutes stays red, that's a strong statistic of a red day. If it stays green, now we have 2 things that could be green on the other side. Now, SPY is much, much worse. Tech's much stronger. Let me take a look around here. That's ugly. That's an ugly open, honestly. Tesla just made a new low. Amazon made a new low. We still have a decently strong NVIDIA. Microsoft's kind of nothing. Meta is decently strong. Broadcom is very strong. It's reporting later this week. AMD up 2%. That one's strong. Costco, which if any of you have followed me for any point of time here, Costco is in the NASDAQ. It is one of the top 10 weighted stocks of QQQNQ. I'm tempted to short this thing again. I just don't know if I want to get into it this early. It could pop back up 330 and then be a short. What was the overnight rejection area? Was this like 312 to 330 area? But if it rejects the pivot point, I mean, ES looks like absolute trash. I kind of want to just get in short somewhere. I don't know. You guys do anything? Gambling Bear, Options Grower, you guys do anything? Bob? See if EV does anything here. That was a beautiful trade. I fumbled it. I made a couple $100 net, and that's it. Well, that's all right. Yeah, long scalp. I saw that too. 235 is like a key level. This is where we bounced the other day. You look, Friday morning, 235, same bounce spot. 235. I mean, you can even see overnight that was a kind of a flip spot, trying to go above and below it. It was just like bounce, 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 reject, reject, reject. Try to stay above, try to stay below. So that's a big spot. Now, if we reject this 300 area, yeah, sitting on hands. That's kind of what I'm doing. I don't want to get over aggressive shorting this. I mean, this right here could have been an early entry. I just don't like it that quick. I don't know. You fall, what, 120 points? I'm sorry, 220 points. Do you want to short it again at a 60-point bounce? I don't know if we reject or blow here. Where's my? I need to update some of these levels over here. I kind of want to catch this whole range. Yeah, see, I'm glad I didn't enter that. All right. Yeah, maybe right here. Yeah, do I try it right there? Or do I wait for like 340, 350? Okay, I guess I could try it here and risk 350. All right. IV's not set yet, but I should probably wait on this, even though I got in at a decent spot. I'm gonna go really light on this, or I did go really light on this. Yeah, Bob, my thoughts on that. this conference was scheduled. Like the press release came out over a week ago. It came out on like the 23rd. I don't think it's anything. He's giving opening remarks at the. I can pull this up actually. I can pull this up for you guys. I don't know how well you guys can see this, but this is the IIF 75th Anniversary Conference International Finance Division. You see organizers, but right here, Jerome H. Powell giving opening remarks, 15-minute opening remarks. And then like when the and stuff happen, like you don't even see Powell's name listed down here, right? He's just welcoming people. So anybody that thinks you're gonna get something out of Powell, I just don't believe it. I just took a trim. 293. All right, well, I'm having a good day already. Let's see where this goes. But yeah, I just opening remarks for 15 minutes. I don't think anything's gonna come out of this. You guys talking for 15 minutes. I don't know. We do have Fed Logan about to make some comments any moment now, about 4 minutes away. Earnings this week, CrowdStrike, AVGO are the big ones I'm watching. AVGO, I really like this chart, and it's super strong right now going into earnings. I mean, just look at that, boom. It's my favorite chart. I'm bearish Bitcoin. Yeah, we're getting another bearish engulf. I think Bitcoin's coming down at least to 102-ish, if not 100K. All right, I really want to get. I don't like this 15-minute wick. This may take a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take my profit here. I'm out. Maybe I'm just gonna wait a little bit because that 15-minute, I just think that this could end up doing something like this. I don't know, we'll see. I want to see here in 15, 17 minutes where this opening candle is at, if it's above or below this. If it's red, I also want to see where our IB is set up at. Our IB is set up to break the low. We know that, right? No, don't disconnect me. Let's try this again. Let me refresh it. And we're back. IB by rejection. So unless this goes and takes the high out, our IB by rejection is going to be bearish. Gold is on, yeah. Let's take a look at this IB by rejection and then we'll check that out. Yeah, Fed Logan's about to speak. But I got distracted looking at a couple different things over here on my long term. I still think it's a short. I just want this 15-minute to kind of play out. If this breaks in the next 15 minutes, I don't know, guys. You know the setup I'm looking for. The setup I'm looking for is this buy rejection. So this tells me that we're going to break the IV low more likely than not. So at any point, I can try to get short and target new low of day on New York session. High form first, low form second. That's 67% odds. So 67% odds. Here's the high form first. Here's the low. So we should break this, but we need the first hour to close first. But I can kind of premeditate the decision a little bit. But if anything, we get back up here, I'll probably want to short there. Let me go to NQ, that same look. Yeah, anything up here. Anything up here, I'll be shorting. Looking for this. That's back test of previous day's close, midpoint of the IV. I would prefer if this candle that we're currently in, if this will close under this, and we have a red for 60 minutes, that will give us an extra piece. Now, if this closes above though, like I guess I can look for this to break, but then I don't really want to fight the fact that we have previous day high and we have a green day. So we normally close above this area. If that first hour closes above here, we usually finish the day above there. That one's a strong statistic. Let's take a look at ES. ES didn't even get close. I mean, it filled the gap and got rugged. Didn't even get close to previous day high. And right in the middle, look at this, right in the middle. Where's the midpoint? Right there. I don't know. We'll see what's going on here. Gold. Yeah, I mean, gold. Look at that. I mean, goodness. And it's over. What's our previous week range on gold? Oh, we're over. This is previous week high on gold as well. Gold is. I almost want to buy some GLD again. It's tough to buy up here, but look at that. Like NQ under 350 is my kind of flip spot. Give it another 10 minutes because I really want to see this first half hour. Guys, if you're new to my streams, like I probably take more trades on here than I probably normally take anyway. Just because I get excited or whatever. But a lot of what I preach on is this is a key rejection spot too. A lot of what I preach on is you sit around and do nothing, especially after big moves. Sitting around doing nothing is, I think, paramount to being successful in trading. Is Bookmap telling me anything over here? Not really. I think we get rejected here though. I'm tempted to get back in the short. What is that? What are we doing here, music? There we go. Fed Logan, labor market stable, inflation is still somewhat above target. Despite the uncertainty, the overall economy has been resilient. I want to get short here again. I don't know what is going on with this music. It's still driving me crazy. I'm not going to chase the short right above VWAP, but we're in the EMAs. I mean, between the EMAs and VWAP's a tough spot. You usually got to look to short these EMAs on this back test. The music's loud today. There we go. Get that at a more reasonable level. Yeah, I appreciate you, Bob. Sometimes these Fed speakers just say something crazy. I'd rather see ES reject here. You see this 15 minute. This 15 minute needs to pull back down. We got 8 minutes until this candle closes. I think I can wait that out. I don't know what you guys think, but I think I can wait that out. 8 minutes. And I really want to see what this this IB is going to look like. Where's that? Get this off my chart. Logan saying a bunch of nothing right now. All right, Google, Tesla bouncing, Amazon bouncing, pretty much everything's bouncing a little bit here. Microsoft staying strong, Broadcom staying very strong. IWM just. You guys looked at IWM today? Just push up, rug, push right back up to the middle. That's wild. Tesla, trying to reclaim pre-market lows. There's a big push. That's why we wait. That's why we wait right there. But right here would be the rejection spot. So do I try it here? I'm tempted to start getting into it. Wait a second or two. See, Bookmap doesn't really have anything on it over here. And this is the spot that I would be interested in. Where's SPY? 588. Yeah, this is the other. This is the spot too. I just have that memorized right here. Should reject. SPX maybe here. I really don't want this to play catch up though. We have conflicting data points. I don't like this 15-minute look at all right now. So I think I can just hang out. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait this out. 5 more minutes. What's our screener? We haven't looked at the screener on Edgeful this morning. Look how mixed this is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 and 7. The main ones I watch. Previous day's range. Mostly bullish because it's mostly broken. We'll get that opening candle in IB here shortly. Keeping me out of bad trades though, that's for sure. This was the spot I considered. Yep, I'm good waiting. Broadcom new high day. Broadcom's one of my favorite charts on the whole market. I've said that a few times. Yeah, we're pushing over here. There's a lot of stuff going on here that's let's go through this line by line. I want to see what not SPY, I want to see QQQ. Still pushing up here. Disconnect on it. What are we doing? My computer has been. I think I'm just maxing it out with how many things I have open over here. Look at this! Look at this push. Glad I stayed away from that. I've got mixed data points too. Now, the IB still has a higher chance of breaking the low than the high. We've got, what, 30 seconds till that gets set. There it is. All right. Opening candle. Both opening candle reports are going to be opening candle continuation. This is going to be bullish. This will update any second. IB by rejection is bearish. Maybe I can get short here. We're above the midpoint of the IB. I'm not a big fan of this look actually for this. I need this to break down a little bit further before I get short, which I know sounds counterintuitive, but I think I'm just gonna sit. Yeah, let's stay patient here. I've got too many conflicting data points. Yeah, I'm not trying to get involved here in the middle right now. I've got a decently strong Nvidia, decently strong Microsoft. Tesla looks rough, but Google's bouncing back, pushing up. So Amazon pushing into VWAP. Apple is nothing. Meta's above VWAP. And Nvidia obviously above VWAP. Broadcom made a new high. All right, let's look. Gap fill, we know we already filled that. That was a I didn't play it until after it filled. And really when I played it, it was still a little bit too early. Well, when Spy did it, it worked. 30-minute orb. Double breaks is actually rare, and we already broke the downside. We broke this downside, but okay. We've already retraced the orb. Plenty. Boy, we're still moving up. IB. I mean, we should break one side or the other. I don't know which side I want to target. I mean, the way this is pushing, I almost want to target this here, but this is a short zone too. I don't know. All right, we are against. So if I have anything here, 5,900 right here, big area. If I have anything right here, IB by rejection. This is what I was calling out here on QQQ. This is showing 65.7% now that we break the low. Still a strong stat that we break the low. I would rather that play out if this is the easy day, that play out and then pull back up into here, just do nothing today. Wow. Mondays, 100%. We gotta take a look at this. When the opening candle is green, look at this push. Big push. Yep. Well, the reason I stayed out of this is because previous day high was broken. Opening candle, 30-minute and 60-minute with both green. CNBC. There's a report out that Trump and President Xi are likely to speak this week. That's what you're seeing this pump on. This is definitely a short zone. But what I was saying, sorry I got distracted by that news, what I was saying is you had 3 data points that tells me to be bullish. And I see one that says red. So I've got like 3 telling me this way, 1 telling me this way. You could say that this fair value filled here. Same rejection spot. I'm just not super excited either way. Liquidity up at 450 on NQ and 920 on yes. Well, I'm sitting here green from last night and basically 2 trades this morning. One that I did not hold on to long enough, but it's okay. I'm fine with that. I know, right? Like, I really want to short. I want to short, but there's too many conflicting data points here. Boom. What is that? Well, that was a big candle. Let's see if we get another news story here. Looks like a big order. I didn't see any news, but yeah, that's an engulfing, bearish engulfing. I don't know. Take right hand, take left hand, place underneath chair, sit down. Chop, 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 chop. Choppity chop. Wow, so we did break the IV high though. But this is just another mixed data point. We broke the IV high on SPY, so coming down to break the low is not as common. That's a bullish signal. Here's where opening hour started. Here's where it closed. Opening hour started, closed. I have a tug of war going on. It's almost like we're waiting on news. You know what I mean? Like the market's just kind of back and forth, just waiting on news. Like even on the daily. Just leave this comment up here. Patience, 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 patience. Look, boredom, I've said this so many times, boredom has cost me more money than anything. Just chill, just chill. All right. This kind of looks like a shooting star, but it could just be a doji. I don't know, at least I'm killing. Let's see. As everything happens and you're not in front of your screen, I'm gonna go grab a card. There you go. Somebody's always got to take one for the team, right? As soon as you get up and walk away, that's always when it goes left, right? But yeah, boredom. Like you have to be just get comfortable being bored or just do something else. Do something to distract yourself. I mean, potential reversal. But on a 5-minute, we're still holding EMAs. ES is still strong. I need this to break down before I think about shorting it, and then I can target this. Really need like below this midpoint. Below here, I target here. Above here, probably target this again. Right? Like, I almost want to, it almost makes me, like, never short a dull market, right? Markets tend to just track up. I'm trying to find something to go off of. Tesla does not look good. Tesla made a new low recently. Nvidia, it's just consolidating here. It could hold here. In the 5-minute, it doesn't look quite as good, but it's still above the EMAs. I'm on standby to short, but I honestly could see a strong argument to long and target this. There's enough bullish data to do that, especially where SPY is at and ES. The S&P looks like it wants to go take the highs. I mean, S&P just looks like it wants to take the highs again. Even though it already did, it looks like it wants to. We also have the fact that SPY broke the IB high. That's bullish. The majority is wrong. Typically, like, what's the old saying? A watched pot never boils. Everyone looking for the same move, you're not going to get it. Or you're. What happens is the human emotion, the patience, the boredom factor that I was speaking about, that kicks in. That's what gets people in trouble here. And then when the move does come, people have already been hit over. Broadcom's super strong here. Every time I load something, I like max out my computer. I have way too much stuff open here. There you go. I like this one, Bob. Let's take a look at a 30-minute real fast. What does that look like? Yeah, massive upper wick, massive lower wick. What do I? SPY looks much better though. SPY and ES look much better. This is like whenever I say I have three things that are bearish and three things that are bullish. Look where we're at. This yellow line right here. This is break even. This is Friday's close. Look where we're chopping at. I still think it's a short, but my bigger time frame still thinks it's a short. So that's all I'm noticing here. What's up, B Plus? I see you sneaking in here. What's up, my man? You been trading any? Is it their servers? Are they putting out updates over there? I don't know. I just know every time I have Edgeful up and I open up Slack, I open up a Google Sheet that I have with some data on it. Just I open up something different on my computer. That's where it lags. But I also have 3 trading view charts open. I have Edgeful open. I have Earnings Hub, Economic Calendar. I have the restream running. I have Google Calendar. I have my Robinhood open. I have Top Step open. I have closed out Trade-A-Bait. I have Telegram open. I have X open, and I'm on Spaces there. I'm not really talking on Spaces because it's dead, but the market's not doing anything. Tom Lee is uber bullish, so we may have to make new highs this month. What's the seasonality month of June? We can actually look at the seasonality. Actually, a good thing to do right now. Let's go to reports. We'll just start with SPY. Seasonality. 3-year seasonality, June is flat as a monthly. 5-year June's pretty flat. So everyone says sell in May and go away, and that's actually somewhat true. June is usually a lull type of month. That's both on 3 years and 5 years. Let's check tech. Now this is taken into account in the 5 years back, right? That's still capturing COVID. So the last 3 years, look at that. June on this is QQQ. A little bit stronger. But once again, these are, QQQ is mostly your tech market leaders, which this is going back 5 years. So this includes COVID recovery. This includes a lot of things, right? So let's just keep that in mind. But that's an interesting thing, seasonality. Sell in May, go away. I don't know. That's June's average monthly return, 0.21%. This may be a good tweet. I kind of want to tweet this out, actually. Yeah, I'm going to tweet this out. Appreciate that. I needed a good tweet idea. All right, got that tweeted out. This is a Mac Mini that I'm using here. Mac Mini, and then I have a Dell laptop over here with two monitors on it as well. I've got a bunch of other stuff on. Try to split it up between two systems. There's your move higher. SPY is break even right here. Microsoft just made a new high of day. Meta's about to make a new high. Apple's about to make a new high. Boy, Tesla's getting smoked. I don't know. I can't do anything with this. Do I know what is moving the market? Well, I mean, right now it's just people are just jostling for position based on headlines. I mean, really, I think the fair answer to your question would be nothing is moving the market, because if you look, since Wednesday the 14th, you really haven't done anything. You peaked above, you peaked below. I mean, look, peaked above, peaked below, fell right back in. Anything, you could draw this box right here. Until we get out of that box, there's really nothing to do. SPY pretty similar. What do you do? There you go. Oh, well, yeah, we know what the market leader is. Market leader Walmart. It's a little double top up there. Couldn't break 100, but market leader Walmart. But yeah, the M4. I have the M4. I don't have the M4 Pro. I almost went that way, but I just didn't need it that much. Eventually, I'm gonna build out a full PC setup, and then have the Mac as separate. Boom! Here comes big sells. There was a lot of sells that just hit. There's probably hit news coming out. All right, I kind of want to try it, but I'm not going to. Nothing on the news headlines yet. That was a random little down move there. Somebody filled a pretty big order. Like, I want to get in this short because of what I'm seeing, but I also don't want to not be but I really want to get in this short, but I don't want to do the boredom trade thing. But I just saw a bunch of orders just filled. Like, nothing like crazy size wise, but just a bunch of sizes, like a bunch of medium size. I'm gonna keep waiting here. What is COT? Oh, I think I've seen that data before. I can't remember what it stands for, but I've seen that data before. Like net positioning. The hard thing with some of that net positioning is the big positioning on futures is usually a hedge more than anything. I wonder how that compares historically, 57%. I mean, we still have a strong data point that says we break here. Should break one side or the other, right? SPY, as soon as it got back up there into the green territory. Time and sells, I've got nothing but sell side pressure going on right now on NQ. Oh, there you go. Commitment of traders. Yeah, COT, commitment of traders. I was like, I can't remember that acronym. There's a lot of acronyms. Couldn't remember that one. Let's see, if you chase that push down, you're getting wrecked again. Guys, I got nothing to do here. I mean, what do you do with this? IB by rejection, mixed. Previous day's range, mostly bullish. Opening candle, mostly bullish. Standard IB, really haven't broken anything. SPY should have broken. I don't know why that's showing that way. But we don't have much of anything going on, do we? All right, you're starting to get a bearish engulf on the 15. That inclines me to want to get short a little bit more. Well, welcome to the watch party. This isn't live trading. This is a watch party. Never short a dull market. I don't know, guys. If you got any questions, anything you want to talk about, any ideas, let me know. I mean, not much that I can talk about. Last night I shorted this area, took it back down to here, and then called it a night. It ended up dropping very nicely. This previous day high, so if we go back to this is off the board. We don't have to worry about the gap fill anymore. But IB should break one side or the other. SPY's already broken it. We're QQQ. We should break one side or the other. This is the only bearish thing we have, but we do have bullish previous day's range, bullish opening hour. In general, the price action is bullish. I mean, remember this big wick I was worried about this morning? You see a big wick like that? I didn't really want to get short against it. I needed it to come back down. It didn't. So here we are, just trailing higher. Bob, I miss the old school sports radio. That's one thing I don't get anymore. Back home, you know where I'm from. Back home, used to listening to sports talk radio a lot in the afternoons, especially Drive Time Sports or whatever it was called. Hey, long-time listener, first-time caller. What do you even do with this? Go look at bullish and bearish daily charts. This GE chart is insane. Look at this daily on GE General Electric. John Deere might be along here. I kind of want to buy some John Deere. What else can we find? This has been a different little feat. This is a, it's very news headline driven, catalyst driven. I mean, the last few months, you had a pronounced downtrend, a little bounce and rejection. I mean, this part was pretty clear, but this, the way we came down so far, so fast, I really didn't participate much. I bought the dip with equity down here, and then I was trying to play the upside. The best part came right in here, this kind of little retest and long here. And I got this big gap up move. But other than that, in the big picture, day by day, when we were doing this, just kind of all over the place, it was hard for me to day trade. Really from probably this area, late March, even some of this was kind of tough for me. And then this area was tough, and then as we started this, I've been able to trade it much better as things have calmed down. VIX being between 18 and 22, I enjoy trading. When VIX was at 40, I didn't want anything to do with it. But it's been outside of the norm. So I trade best. I always say this. I trade best when we are in normal market conditions, and we have not been anything normal. I mean, it's just been, this is outside of the norm. So, I mean, what does that tell you? You don't have to trade every day. And a lot of people get these like, "Oh, I need to make this much per day or this much per week, or, my monthly profit target's this." Like, I can maybe see a monthly profit target, but you have to look at the overall averages. There's just times in the market where there's not a whole lot of opportunity. Like, I remember where I really struggled was this time right here, like late June into early July. We're just grinding higher, and then like new all-time highs, and then again like back here, these just new all-time highs, which I did better this time because I've learned. But this grind right here in October and November, I mean, this was just not fun for me to trade. I trade much better in a range and much better with clear. I mean, when uncertainty's in the market, I mean, that's what it is. When uncertainty is in the market, it's more, just getting on the right side and taking in your profit, right? I mean, that's where things just don't have a clear direction. I mean, overall, you could make arguments that on a monthly time frame, there's always a clear direction, and it's always like this, right? Even though it does stuff like this, right? Whatever. But the daily, I mean, this was kind of a clear direction. This has been a clear direction right now. Just sideways. Been sideways for what, three weeks at this point. Yeah, some people got it, some people didn't. And you know what's funny? I would even take that a step further. A lot of the same people that made money on this lost a ton of money on this. And a lot of people that didn't make anything here also didn't make anything here. So like, even though some made fortunes and some got wrecked, like, yes, there's always, winners and losers, but a lot of people were buying this dip and getting smoked, buying this, getting smoked, bought this, got smoked, bought this, got smoked. And then they finally bought in here and made up for, I mean, how many we saw bottom call, bottom call, bottom, 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 bottom. Hey, I was right, call the bottom 15 times and then get right once. So that's the thing, right? The same people that got wrecked here maybe made it back here, hopefully. And the same people that have missed out on all this, maybe they got this. Like, there's so many sides of the coin. This is an interesting point right here. The orb, and I was talking to Andre about this. The orb has been crazy. I was talking to Andre about that. I actually just had a message from Andre. I was checking, but the orbs, which today we're like in between them, but like there's been a lot of days where like the orb, let's see, like it just breaks through and doesn't. It comes back eventually, but like just doesn't back test. Like, used to, we'd watch an orb do like this, right? Or up here, you would break out, you'd back test and do this. Like, lately, sometimes some of these days it's breaking the orb and it's just gone. This looks like it could roll over. . You gave back all your shorts. You know, this is a tough thing. Like overcoming like what you think is gonna happen and what the chart's actually telling you. I mean, I fight with this every day. I mean, this chart. I keep failure to go higher a couple times. I keep thinking it's gonna pull back, but every time it pulls back, I've also mentioned this. There's a ton of dip buyers that. So like anybody that didn't get in on this. Let me turn off some of this. There we go. Anybody that missed this whole run, they've just been waiting like any pullback to get in, and you see like they're going, okay, is this the pullback? SPY's kind of the same way. And I mean, anybody that missed all of this run, as soon as they got to pull back to that 200-day, you know people jumped in right here. Anybody that missed this, you know they jumped in. Now, I'm not jumping in until we get down here, at least. Honestly, I would even love to see it back down here a little bit, but if it doesn't give it to me, it doesn't give it to me, right? I mean, I'm positioned long equity, and I'm not really ready to do much else. There is nothing happening in this market. The other interesting thing, Friday, when we got this window dressing on Friday, so like it came earlier. Normally on window dressing days, I look for like I look for something like this to like, I don't know, when we come down, I usually look for window dressing to happen like here. Like I always look for this kind of like boom, like for window dressing, and it just happened early. And then the other piece of this was even with the window dressing, like the MOC was very small, so there wasn't like an end of month, there wasn't like some huge buy here at the end of the day like there usually is. And if anything, they were net selling a lot of the Mag 7, which I thought was interesting. I mean, if anything on the daily chart, I could see, yeah, this being an inside day, and then maybe pop up one more time and then do this. That would be, let's see. I don't know. I do think we trade down here by Friday, but it could take a few days to do that. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, right? I'm okay with being wrong. I'm positioned where I can be wrong. Javier, what is up? ¿Qué onda? Where have you been? Studying up? Javier, I'll tell you this. I'm doing great. The market is not doing anything, but I'm doing great. Apple just turned right back around. Apple's 5 minutes kind of funny. This could be the more of a shooting star here. Look at Apple. Down, up, down. Broadcom rolling over. That's your strongest player that reports later this week. Google's doing nothing. It all sold off overnight. Meta's up here at the highs. Microsoft trying to come down. Could get some bearish engulfing or bearish reversal signals on the 15-minute finally. I don't know. Chop, chop, chop. You're short? I mean, I've wanted to be short up here. We're above the 21 still, right here. This whole area is just messy for me. This finally looks like we're coming down a little bit. Rejecting that same spot. I don't know, kind of a failure to go higher here, but dull market, do I short it? See if the video wants to roll over here on the 5 minute. I don't know, I'm about to run out of time on the stream this morning. All right, guys. As always, stay out of trouble. Be smart. I have so many conflicting things data-wise. And if I start with SPY, we broke orb high here, or IB high and orb high. But my overall picture is bearish. But here we are. We broke this. Our opening candle was green, so we opened here with green. All right, so this is breaking. That's a bearish signal, but that's to me red. I'm sorry, green. Opening print here, close the first hour here. That's green. Previous day high broken here. That's a bullish, green perspective. Same thing on the first hour. IB hasn't broken either side, so we do have that to deal with. The IB by rejection is bearish, so that should be down there. I don't know. If anything, I probably have a couple more bullish and bearish data points, but I have more. My overall picture is downside still, so that means I'm probably not going to do much of anything today. But all right, guys, that's my time for this morning. I'll be back on Friday as always, and I'll be on Spaces, Discord, all of that, all throughout the week, of course. You guys know where to find me, and yeah, that's where I'm at. Stay out of trouble. Boredom kills accounts. If I leave anything with you today, boredom kills accounts. Appreciate everyone that tuned in. Shout out to all of you guys. Appreciate you. And we'll catch you guys on the next stream on Friday. And I don't know, see if anything happens. I do need to see if I get some more educational videos out for you guys. So if I get some time, I'll work on that as well. And with that, I'm out, guys. Green day for trading wise, I guess. Not a whole lot to write home about. I'm not going to call my dad and be like, hey, Dad, made a bunch of money in the stock market today. But I didn't lose a bunch of money. I net made money on a choppy day. I mean, there's obviously some decent moves around the open if you got on either side of this. But here we are. That's it. Have a great Monday, everyone. And stay sharp. Don't do anything crazy. Just literally giving me no edge today. And when I say that, I mean my edge is to stay away from this action. I'm still short overall. I don't want to say biased, but yes, my picture overall is still short, but I'm not going to fight what this intraday action saw me. All right, guys. Hope you're all green. Hope you're all profitable today, and we'll catch you guys